How are you guys doing? Wow, I like these guys that are joining on the hour. Okay, yeah, more people are joining. So I think I will just wait for like 2 minutes.
We are
Two
live
minutes
now.
and okay, thank you, Gabriel. So I'll just wait for like 2 minutes and then we'll get started. Oh, what should I share? Which experience is better to share the entire window or to share some tabs? Wait, my some tab is not even showing. Okay, I don't have some tabs. So. Okay, let me just share my screen. I hope you guys can see my screen. Please confirm. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you very much. Wow, this is okay. Okay, I think this is better. Yeah. The, so how was the day? Let me look at this one. Should I call now? And Temitope has spoken. I think so. Other persons have spoken. Hmm. Fellow jesters, can look for your name, so we'll be able to identify you. Just log out and then log in back with your name. I think it's better that way for better experience. Welcome, Tochi, Raji as well. Okay, yeah, this is 2 minutes, so 2 minutes has elapsed, and then we can start. Okay, class is just starting. Class is just starting. It's for 4, so I just have to wait for like 2 minutes so that others can join. Okay, we have 20 people for now. So how's the day? Okay, for my classes, please, if you want to talk, if you have a question, uh, just unmute yourself and then
Hidden.
ask your question. fellow, fellow jesters, good evening. Please kindly put your name. So if you have a question, just unmute yourself and then ask your question, and then when you are done, just mute yourself back so that the experience can be better. I hope you guys get that. And then when I ask questions too as well, please just unmute yourself. Otherwise, I'll have to call somebody. DMs or chats in chat. I don't think I'll be checking the in chats. So if you have a question, please just unmute yourself and then ask your question. Please, if you are not talking, like you're not asking questions, just mute yourself. There are two fellow jesters up there. Kindly mute yourself. Yeah, thank you very much. And ensure your background is noiseless if you want to talk. So let us begin. Yeah, for today we'll be continuing on the introduction to Figma. So I thought of course, is introduction to Figma continuation. We'll be exploring Figma more, and then sort of using slide or using a different slide. I just thought, okay, let me just put this on Figma directly. You guess, let's just do everything on Figma directly, and then we'll continue. So, quick questions. Does anybody have questions from the last class? Let's start from there. Do you have any questions from the last class? Have you
Hey
tried
guys,
anything and then
how are you doing?
you have a question?
It's me again. It's Mujib, and welcome to the third class and the Embo Design Bootcamp. And today I won't be the one tutoring you for today. It will be my fellow instructor,
Is Muti-
Henry, will be the one tutoring you
Sorry.
for today. So if you guys can hear me, please say yes in the comment section.
What was that? Mujib, do you want to say something? Hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I asked, does anybody ask any questions from the last class based on what the facilitator took you? If you have,
Can we
if you
get
want
more
to,
answers, please, so we can proceed for the class for today? If you can hear me, please say yes in the chat box. Okay, I'll be calling on Henry to start the class. And Henry, are you available there? Good day, Henry. Um, Sorry, guys, give me a minute. Henry, are you available, please? Are you there? Are you there? No, no, no. Sorry, please. Let me get to him via WhatsApp. Kid wants your boy now. Henry. Yeah, I'm coming. Let me call the call and let me call this instructor guy. He's not picking up. I don't know what's wrong with him.
yeah. Hello, guys. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I was displaying my screen before, right? Hello, please. I need response, please. I
Yes,
was
I
sharing
can
my
hear you,
screen
and
earlier
we
on.
can't see your screen.
Yes,
No,
you
no,
are.
no, not now. I was sharing
You
my
were
screen
displaying your
earlier on,
screen,
right?
yes, where you were making an
Yeah.
overview of what you're going to do.
Did my sound go off?
Yes,
It
it
seems
did.
there was an interference from Mr. Moji, so I think both of you had,
Okay. So my
yeah,
sound did not go off. It's just the interference, right? Okay, we'll
yes.
sort that later. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So I'm sharing my screen. So I asked, does anybody have a question from the last class? Have you tried anything of it and you are getting something and you're not getting it? Do you have any question? Okay, I'll
I think
release
there is
the
no
info.
question from anyone, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So today we'll be looking at this overview on product design. Okay, yeah, in product design, the introduction, what are details, what are the artboard that you'll be using to design for product design on Figma. I'll be looking at the grid system, how to set up the grid system for desktop, tablet, and then mobile as well. And then the basic elements of UI designs, of course, everything on Figma, based on Figma and desktop, and the design is desktop. A website, actually, a simple website, a simple web page, then the mobile, and just show you how to get all these so want to design a feed, when you want to, okay, you've done your research, you came up with an idea, you've sketched your ideas together, and then you need to decide what kind of solution are you providing. Is it a website or an app? Yeah. If you are designing for a website, um, there are artboards that you need to decide that to choose on Figma. So to get the artboard, it come here. I hope you guys can see my cursor. Just follow my cursor. So the top left, this frame where you click on it, you get, and then you have the artboard, the different artboards there that you can choose from. So if you are designing for a website, you need to decide for the website or the MacBook you get. So if it's the normal website, most of your designs will be for the normal desktop website, which the size is 1440 multiplied by 1024. So you click on this. Once you click on it, it would come out. You get. So that is how to bring out the desktop. And then, if you are designing, if it's a map that you want to do for F or A on your keyboard, it will bring it out as well. And then if it's for a MacBook, you can easily click on it and bring it out. The major difference between all these are just the sizes. And then, like I said, most of the time we're designing for a desktop. That's for a normal desktop website. You bring out for the desktop sites. So what about if you want to do a responsive design? You are done designing for the desktop website, and then you want to create the simpler version or the smaller version where people can view the website on tablets. Of course, you need to press the F or the A short or the F or the A keypad on your F or the A key on your keypad, or you come here, click on it, and then go to tablets, and you can select the size of the tablet that you want to design for. You just need to click on it, then you bring it out as well. So that's for the tablet. For the mobile, that's for the responsiveness, that's for the or app as well that you want to. Okay, still let this one as tablet. This is an app that I designed for. Press the F or the A key on your keypad, and then bring it out. You see the drop down, and then you see the different sizes of the mobile device. Basically, is mobile device So if it's an iPhone, which of the iPhone screens are you designing for? Is it an iPhone 14? Is it the remote top? Have told before, but then mostly you'll be designing for iPhone 8. Either you are designing for iPhone 8 or you are designing for the latest iPhone that you have, the iPhone 14. The major difference is also size, the width of these devices. That's just the major difference between all of them. That tablet is also the width that is difference that is different between it's also the width that is different between all these devices. And then when you are designing for either the desktop or the tablet or mobile, do not extend the width this way. It is very once you decided that okay, I'm designing for a once you decided that you'll be choosing a desktop which is level, if it's the desktop, you can see the width here. I've after it, let me just do it. So once you decide okay, I'm designing the width is 1440. It doesn't change. The width doesn't change. It is wrong to the width as it's just the height
Can you hear me?
that you can expect. Yeah, I can hear you.
Please, your audio is very bad, and I noticed from the chat that it's the same with everyone. So I don't know if there's a way you can
Very cool question.
address that. So we
Yeah,
can't hear the chunk of what you said so far.
chat. Okay, let me turn off the technical. Sorry about that. Can it to hear me? How is the audio quality now? Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, if anybody is close to him,
Mr. Henry, sorry to interrupt you. Please, if your mic is on, please can you off
I
your
need
mic,
more
please?
confirmation. Somebody that serious. Yeah, let me just hello, but
We can hear you, but the network is breaking, so we can hear you.
Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
yeah,
can hear you, but I think the mic of facilitator, Mr. Henry, is breaking, so we are not hearing
Sorry
well.
about that. Is that it's like the whole of Nigeria,
somebody said the
the,
train
the
is not
network is bad.
yeah, I
So
can hear you, but it seems there's more than one person talking. Yeah, that was it. It's like is my network okay? Hello, network yes, that was just now. Oh, that's serious. My network shouldn't be breaking. Let me check. Just give me a moment. Let me do something. Let do things.
hello, Harry. Please, can you rejoin the call?
So let me rejoin us. Okay, rejoin. Those buttons.
Hello, guys. Hello guys, can somebody unmute
Hello,
me?
sir.
Sorry
Hello,
about
Yeah,
sir.
that. Maybe he's having a network downtime. Sorry, he will join the class. Though the class is for 1 hour 30 minutes, so this this time we're missing out, it will just it will round it off with maybe like 20 minutes extra. Sorry about that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, hello. Can you guys hear me now?
yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, and how is the quality?
I think
Sound
the voice is okay now. Like the voice is clear now.
clearer now? Okay. Yeah. So where? Okay, let me share my screen first.
Yeah, you stop at you are explaining the desktop, the iPhone, the mobile, all this.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I was explaining for the desktop. I didn't even explain a lot of things. Let me just do a quickly recap. Um, I said when you want to design, of course, you need to decide if you are designing for a website or an app. You get, and then if you are designing for a website, and is like designing a website, so you need to bring the right frame out. So in choosing the frame, you just come here, which is you have frame here, and then you click on it, you see it's highlighted, and then you go to desktop, and then when you click on the drop down, it opens, and then there are different sizes. The major difference is the width, and then most times you'll be designed for a desktop. You get, and then the width of the desktop is 1440. You get, if you then I said the shorts key to bring out the shortcuts to bring out that feature is A or F. I'll be mentioning a lot of shortcuts. So I don't intend for you to get everything immediately, but then try as much as possible to follow along. You get. So the shortcut is either A or F on your keyboard to bring that out. And then, if you want to design for, if you feel you need a bigger screen in terms of width, and then you can select any of the iPhone sizes apart from MacBook Air, which is 1280 for the width. But then most times you'll be designing for a desktop or um yeah, mainly for a desktop. And then if you want a larger screen in terms of the width, you can go for the iPhone frame. So that's and then I said okay, I said once you have decided that okay, you want to you once you've decided the frame that you want to design for, it is wrong of you to extend the width. You don't tamper with the width of the frame. If it's a desktop, the width must be 1440. The width doesn't change. It's just the height that you can extend and then add more elements as you design. And then if it's for a tablet, of course the short key A, and then you go to the tablet,
Henry, please,
drop
sorry
down.
for interrupting. Can you speak out loud, please? Your voice is very low. Thank you.
Sorry, who is that?
Yeah, your voice is very, very low. Can you speak out loud?
My voice
Thank
is
you.
very okay.
Yeah,
Let
very
me
low.
just. How about now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Please, I need confirmation. I need more confirmation. Is my voice still low now?
We are getting you, sir. Proceed.
Hello. No, it's not low. I need more confirmation. Thank you, Tochi. Peter says it's okay. It's better. Okay. Wow.
So your voice
Okay.
was low
Let me see
before,
that.
but I think it's better
Okay,
now.
he said it's better now. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then for if I said if you want to design for a tablet, you need to hit the A or F on the keyboard to bring out this section of the toolbar, and then you need to select any of the tablets sizes, and then that's how to bring out for the tablets. And then if it's for a mobile device that you're designing for, um, you just need to either hit here the frame on the Figma workspace, and then you go to phone. You see the arrow key here, and then you click it, and then most times you'll be designing for 375. 375 is more of the standard. Either you are designing for 375, which is for the iPhone screen size, or the latest size of the iPhone you get. That's just to bring it out, and then you start designing. And then, like I said, once you've decided frame that you'll be designing for, you do not alter, you do not tamper with the width. The width has to be the same all through. Even if you're adding more, if you're adding more screens, you're designing more screens. The screen, the width of the frame has to be the same. You don't tamper with the width. And then one other thing, once you like, okay, the home page, you've decided that you'll be using iPhone 13, and then you started designing for the home page. You need to design the next page you get. So you go back to the frame, and then you go to and pick another frame. It is wrong. As you can see, they are not of the same width you get. So it has to be the same width that you'll be designing for. You get, so it has to be the same iPhone 13 mini. Once you've started designing for, once you've chosen that, once you've decided that it's iPhone 13 that you'll be using, you get, you just continue like that. No matter the amount of screens that you'll be designing, the width has to be the same. So that is that about frames and artboard that you'll be using to design. So moving on to the next thing, the grid system. What is the grid system? I think I have some things here. So so once you've decided the frames that you'll be using, let's go back to choose a frame. We'll be using, let's assume we want to use a desktop frame. You get how many of you know the graph paper, the graph drawing sheets that we used back then in secondary school? How many of you know the graph drawing sheets that we
Yes, we
use?
do, sir. We
I
do,
need
sir.
confirmation, and then I need to know you guys are hearing me. Yeah, so the grid system is just a simple guide you get that we use in design. It gets it's just the same thing, almost the same thing like the graph paper. The only difference is this one is bigger and then more larger. Although you can use, I wouldn't advise you to use the smaller 4x4 type that we have in that will have like the graph paper you get, or the graph book. So to bring out the grid system, you go to, I believe there should be grid. The first thing is you bring out the frame, and then you select the frame. So once you've selected the frame, how do you select the frame? Like now, I've not selected the frame. Once you select the frame is highlighted, and then you go to layout grid. It gets layout grid there, and then you hit the plus. to bring out the grid system. And as you can see, the one that is there is just like the graph paper that I mentioned. Let me make it more clearer. It gets, but then you wouldn't be using this for your design. Um there are standard grid system that you can use for your UI design, and then I have the the values. You get the values for the grid system. I have put everything here, so you don't need to go and look. Although there are different types that you can use, but then this is just one of them. You get, so let's see how we can configure a grid system for a desktop app. Okay, we are designing for a website now. How do we set up the grid system for the desktop sites? You get, like I said, you click on the frame, you make sure the frame is selected, and then you hit on the grid system, and then you come here and then bring the grids settings out. You get, so once it's out, you can easily move this to any part of the screen that you want. You get, so let's set the grid system, that one of the grid system that I'll be proposing. So for the rows, you get, for the rows, click on this drop down, and then select rows. No, let's do columns first. Select columns, and then how do you set up the grid system for the columns? The counts, the count. This is the count. That's the number of rows that you want. You get, these are the counts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is in 5, but the one I'll be advising you to use is 12 for the counts. The color can be anything. The color can be any of the colors you want. That is up to you to decide any of the colors that you want for your grid system. It gets, that is left to you to decide the colors that you want. And then the type, this is the type here. You change it to stretch. Most times it might be on center or right or left. I wouldn't advise you to use any of that. Change it to stretch, and then once you change it to stretch, the width will be on auto. And then the margin is the space on either side of your frame, like the frame onto the wall. Those are the margins. So set the margin, like I have here, set the margin to 70. As you can see, it has added space here, and then change the width of the columns as well. And then for the gutter should be 20. What is the gutter? The gutter is a space between each of the columns. You get this space. Like if I increase it to 50 now, as you can see, it's bigger. So, but then 20 is advisable to use 20. So that's how you set up the grid system. And then why do we use the grid system? It's just like the graph, just to give you a guide. You get a guide on what you are designing for better layouts. You get, it snaps. Once you're on the grid, it snaps. It lets you know that, of course, you're on the grid. So that's one of the reasons why we use the grid system. So that's how to set up the grid system for the desktop. So I'll be skipping for the tablet, though I have it here. So I'll be sharing this workspace. I'll be giving you the link to this workspace later. So for the tablet, it's almost the same thing as the desktop. It's just the columns that you change to. It's just the counts that you change to 8, and then I missed the rows. Of course, the rows are very important as well. You need to set up the grid system for the rows. It's not just the columns alone. You need to set up for the rows as well. For the rows, select the frame as well, and then go back to the layout grid. You'll have for the columns there already, and then to add for the rows, just hit on the plus here, and then it brings out the grid, and then you can then edit the grid. So for the rows, just need to go to the grid and then change to the rows. change to rows. And then for the count on the rows, the count is this is the count for the rows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the count, basically you just need to ensure is a number that you can't exhaust. You guess for this now, okay, let's look at for this is 5. Initially this is 5, you get. So let's assume once we choose, we maintain this 5, and then we start designing, and then we extend our screen. It gets it's still 5, but then it needs something smaller. So just put a number that you can exhaust. I think 500 is smaller. Just put like 5,000. It gets for the counts. Why is my grid system for rows not showing? Okay, let's just continue. Where is it not showing? So put the count to a number that you can exhaust. I have 3,000 here, but then it can be anything. Just put a larger number. It gets for the color. The color, like I said, the color can be anything. It gets that's just up to you to decide. My grid system is not showing. Sorry, let me do this again. It's not showing. The grid system is not showing. Okay, let me copy this number first. This color first. I don't know why it's not showing. So let's go again for the rows. And then I said just put a number that you can exhaust. Or let's do 3,000. And then let us continue. The color, let's use the same color as the columns, and then the opacity, of course. And then for the type, of course, I have it here. Change the type to top. So you start from the top. Okay, I guess that's where the issue is. What was it? I think it was on bottom initially or somewhere else. I think it was on stretch. So I'll change the type to top. So you should start from the top. You should start counting. The grid system should start the setup from the top, and then the heights. What do you have in heights? 8, and the gutter, and then the offsets can be 0, 0. You get. So that's the grid system. And then like I said, for the grid system, okay, I need to draw a rectangle. It gets. So it just snaps. It ensures that the height is on a number and not on decimal points. It gives you direction. It gets to ensure that yes, is on a number, compared to when you don't have the grid system on. Let me turn off the grid system for the rows, and then let me draw a rectangle. To draw the rectangle, I click on R on the keyboard. It gets, as you can see, there's no snap for the rows here down here. It's just for the columns that you have the snap, which is just like a direction or a guide to ensure that the number is a whole number, compared to when you don't have the grid system. If I turn off the two grid system, I can turn off both, and then let's draw those rectangle again. You don't get any guide as to what the width is, direction. So that's just the main usefulness of the grid system. So that's how you set up the grid system for desktop. So I said I will be skipping for tablets. So let's go to mobile again. So for the mobile, I said the first thing you need to do is bring out the artboard or the frame. To bring out the artboard, you click on this frame here, and then go to phone. And then I say most of the time is that you are using the latest version, depending on the screen size that you want to design for. But then most times you'll be using 375 again. So let's choose iPhone 13. Yeah, so to set up the grid system for the mobile device, let me just put this at the middle. Ensure the artboard or the frame is selected. first, and then go to your right. That we call this the two section. Go to the two section of the Figma workspace canvas, and then you see layout grid. Click on the plus icon there, and then it brings out the grid. Let me zoom in. Or yeah, let me zoom in a little. So you bring out the layout grid, and then select layout grid, and then that's how you set up for the row. Let's start with the columns. So for the columns for mobile device, the number of counts should be 4. You get the color can be anything. Just ensure that the opacity is a lower number. You get, if you use a high number, it will just be like your design. You get, but then you just need this grid system as a guide. So just ensure you are putting a lower number. You get, and then the type as well should be stretch, not right or left. Ensure the type is stretch, and then the width will be auto, and then imagine has a space on either side of the wall. You get the space on either side of the frame to the wall. Ensure it is I have 35 here, from where I learned it from, but then most times when you are designing, just ensure the minimum size for the margin on either side is 16. It gets we can choose between 16 upward. Just ensure that the minimum value that you'll be using for the margin, ensure that it is 16. You get your that just ensure that it's 16. That's all I will say for here. And then for the gutter, um 35. Why am I using 35? I think the gutter should be, let me just confirm that. For the mobile, okay, the gutter should be 20, not 35. Yes, I know 35 is wrong. It shouldn't be 35. So the gutter should be 20. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. Any confirmation? I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can
Yes,
hear
we
you,
can
sir.
hear you clearly.
Olamilekan. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Uh okay, so that's that for the grid system. And that's that for the row column on the grid system for mobile device. So to set up the rows as well, you still need to ensure the device is selected first, and then hit the plus, and then you see grid, and then once you see grid, you can begin your setup by putting those values. Ensure you change this
We can't hear you anymore, sir. Your network is bad,
to
sir.
rows, and then the counts. Like I said, ensure it's a number that you can exhaust. Yes, just put a larger number that you can exhaust, and then it is on stretch, but then it shouldn't be on stretch. The color can be anything. It should start like I was looking. It should be it's to as you are designing it. So stay. The- Okay, tell me now. Just send it in chats. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me? Please, I need
Yes, yes, we can
confirmation.
hear you now, sir.
Can you guys hear me here? Just send in chats. Just send.
Hello.
I think his network is bad, so let's be patient with him.
Yeah, hello. How is the sound now?
Fine.
My sound starts nice and then goes down better. I'm always getting better. So where did you get it to last? Let me know where I am. Did you get it to this place where I was talking about setting up the grid system for mobile?
Yes.
Okay, I need more confirmation, please. Okay, so that's how they set up the grid system for mobile. Please, once my sound starts going down, just let me know. I use MCM 4G. I don't know why it's misbehaving. So that's how I set up the grid system for uh desktop, and then I skip for the tablets. It's almost the same thing as for the desktop. You can do that later, and then for the mobile device as well. So I'm going to the main
Your audio is still breaking, sir.
uh, we have the layouts of the and
Sir, your audio is very, very bad now, sir. I don't know if you can hear us.
on and hear you. Your audio is very bad. Your audio is very bad. Okay. So how about now? My network is very bad. For like serious. Uh, I also need information when the audio is good, so I can. Can you see me now? How about now? Any confirmation, please? Hello. That shouldn't be.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, please. I need confirmation. You know, it's still breaking. It's
Yes.
just dong sound. Wow. Would like to speak. Yeah, if you want to speak, kindly go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to ask if you can get the
Just
materials,
speak.
go through it when.
It's still breaking.
Can you hear me, sir? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Similar.
And, if we can just get the materials and go through it after this class also, so when we watch the video, we can get much better about it.
Yeah, I said it. I'll be sharing the link to the Figma workspace to you guys. How is my audio now? My network is still bad. My network is never this bad. What is happening? Oh, hello? How about now? How is my network now? My network is still bad. It's still breaking.
I think it's better now, sir.
It's
It's
better
better now.
now.
It's better now. I need more confirmation, please.
It's better.
Oh,
Oh.
it's better. I need more confirmation.
Yeah, it's better. It's better now.
I guess we have powerful, like seriously, Maruf, we have powerful forces in the building. Thank you very much. Okay, okay, yeah, now that it's like seriously, I don't know. So let's just continue. I've not started sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay. So I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Hello. I hope you guys can see my screen. I need confirmation, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, your skin is
Okay,
visible.
okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. So, like I said, basic elements in UI design. I said we have the layouts, we have the what are the elements, what are the things that you use when you want to design a website, what are the things that you use when you want to design uh an app. You get everything are here on Figma. You get, and then the other design will be choosing desktop. So layout is just the arrangement. How do you looking at for the layouts? I think I should bring a design. I think I should bring a design when it comes to explain the layouts. Let me look for a design to bring. Let me look for a wireframe to bring. Layout is just the arrangements that you want to use for your design. You get which pattern of arrangements do you plan to use for your design? That's where the layout comes in. It gets let me just bring this guys, or let me just share the screen instead. Let me just share this screen. The NASA travel. Can you guys see it? Can you guys
No.
see NASA travel?
Not yet,
No,
sir.
no, no. You stop sharing the
No.
screen, sir.
Okay, stop sharing the screens. Okay. Damn, my Figma is not even showing. Okay, let me just share my entire screen. Bro, okay, I can't share my screen. Let me just give me a moment, please. I can't share my screen. Let me just go out and come back. I can't share my screen. Okay, it's back. What's exactly is happening? I can't share my entire window. And then I'm not using Chrome. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't need to go out. Yeah, so when it comes to layout is just the arrangement. Which pattern do you want to use to which pattern do you want to use for your design, which how do you want to arrange the element for the layout. We have different type of layout. We have the single column layout where you just put everything in a single column. I don't think I have it here, where you just put everything in a single column, mostly on blogs. Where if you've been to blog websites, they mainly use single column. Okay, I don't have single column here, but here. But for this one, this is a double column layout. It gets, let me turn off the grid system here. I hope you guys can see my screen. This is a double column layout. Why? We have some elements on this side and then the others on this side as well. some element on this side. So most times we don't use either a single column or a double column. We also have the grid uh layout as well. We just use a combination of everything. You get some section will be single column, while some section will be double, while some section will be the grid system, will be the grid. It gets like this one. This is the three column layout here. So it's just a combination of everything that we use. Look at here. For example, the hero section here is a single column, but when you come down here, this is three columns. It gets, or we call it a multi-column instead of a double column. We call it a multi-column layout. And for the blog, do I have the blog here? I don't have the blog here. I should have the blog page. But then for the blog is mainly okay, I don't have the blog there. The blog is mainly a single column. It gets the image will be at the top, and then the contents will be below. So that's just the difference between the different layouts that we use in design. And then for the colors, of course, when you are designing, I hope you guys can see my screen. I close, yeah, yes, can see my screen. So for the colors, for any elements that you choose, either a shape, either a shape for the colors, or a text or text, you can always change the colors. And then if you want to change the colors, let me make this bigger, 60. And then if you want to change the color, where do you go? Yeah, if it's a shape, uh you just go to fill here. That's where you change the color. I believe this was you guys were showed this in the last class. And then for these colors, you can change either to a single color or a gradient color. If you want a gradient color, that's where you use a combination of more than one colors. You guys, you can use more colors for your gradients. If you have a graphic design background, you get. And then there are different type of gradients that you can use, like the radial, the angular, and all that. And then if you want to place image as well in the shape, you have a shape, and then you want to place image, that's where you can change this to image. I believe we'll get there. And then videos as well. If you want a video to be there, of course you can change that. And then for the typography or the typeface, of course you select the text, and then you see it here, fill. That's where you change the color of the text. Let me make the text border. If you want to change the font, that's the typeface, you'll go to, you get, that's where you change the fonts, you get. And then for the colors, that's where you can change the color of the typeface. And then the size as well, you can change the size there. You can make it either bigger or smaller depending on how you want to use it on your design. And then that's for the colors. Of course, I just showed you how you can add typography. That's text. Typography is basically text. How do you add text to your design? You get. So to add text to your design, of course, you press the C, or you press the C on your keyboard, or you go to the top left section of your Figma. So and then you hit this. That's where once you hit it, then you can click on the workspace and then start typing. You get, that's how you get your text out. So for what else do we use? Of course, white space. White spaces are very important in design. I will be showing you why once we start demonstrating how to design. You get, so that's how you get the white space. So let's just move quickly to, let's just design a simple website. It gets. So to design a simple website, let me bring a paper wireframe from my let me bring a paper wireframe from my computer. Let's see. And then let's change this to, let's rotate it to 90. Okay, that's the corner radius. 90. Make it stand. Go back. Let's just make this stand. It gets. So let's assume I want to design this now. It gets. Let's quickly design a
Recording is on.
You pick a frame, sir.
You need to pick a
I pick a
frame
frame. So how do I pick a frame?
by
How
clicking
do
the
I pick a
frame on the
frame?
toolbar on the properties
Oh,
from the properties.
okay, I click on the
Or by
frame.
pressing F or A on your keyboard.
Yeah, thank you. By pressing F or A. And then after that, what do I do? What do I do
You,
after
se-
that?
you select the desktop with 1440 by 1024.
Okay, I select desktop. Most times you'll be using desktop. Thank you very much. So after that, what do I do?
You set up your grid system.
Thank you very much. I set up my grid system. How do I set up my grid system? How
Go
do
to
I
the
set up my
right
grid system?
side of the right side of the screen
You go to the
where
properties.
grid is written.
The right side. I'm on the right side. I'm not seeing grid. What's happening?
You don't have the frame selected. You should have the
You've
desktop frame
not selected
selected.
the frame now.
Yeah,
You've not selected the frame.
Thank you very much. I've not selected the frame. I need to select the frame and then go to the right side and then click on the layout screen. Thank you very much. I just need to ensure you guys get that. So once I select the frame and then I click on the plus icon there and then let's set up the grid. We have columns. And then one other thing, the thing is once you've set up the grid system, let's assume you've set up the grid system and then you agree that that's the grid system you want to be using. You don't need to start going to set it up every time. You can just have a standard grid system that you can use for all of your design or for most of your designs you get. So just click on the frame that you have that has the grid system that you have set up and then come to the grid, select the grid you get. You can select both together. To select both together, click and hold down shift on your keyboard. You've selected the first one, which is the rows, and then click and hold down shift on your keyboard, and then select the other one, which is the column. So once both are selected, you can copy it. Okay. I think you need to copy with your keyboard. So to copy both together, you select the two together by pressing shift on your keyboard. So once you've selected the two together, you can release your shift on your keyboard and then press Ctrl C. Press Ctrl C on your keyboard. It will select both together and then go back to where you want to paste it. So select the frame and then press Ctrl V to paste the grid system. I hope you guys get that. So you don't need to start setting up the grid system every time. You can just have the different grid systems that you use on your design. So let's design this website for Embod. So I'll just walk you through. So for every website we have different three main parts for every website. We have the hero section. The hero section have the navigation bar at the top and then the hero image and then the hero's text, and then we have the body which has the information of the website, and then we have the footer which is the lower parts or the lowest part of the website that has the down part of the website. So let us design this website. I hope you guys can see this screen well. Or let me just ignore this. Okay, no, then let me just show both together so you can see what I'm doing. Do I have it here on mine? So we need to design this part first, this top section. Okay, let me bring it inside here. Okay, I hope you guys can see it well. I just need you guys to see it well. So we need to design this top section. So how do we design this top section? When you are designing, design is just a combination of all these elements, basically shapes, lines, text. It gets, that's just what we do in design. So we need to design this section. So to design this section, here should be a rectangle. So I need to align it to align to the top left. I click on the alignments tool. These are the alignments tool that I can use to align either to the artboard or to align two elements together. Let's say I have two shapes, you get, and then I want to align both together at the middle. Or I can click on the first one. I want to align both together at the middle of the artboard. I can click the first one, and then I click on the center align. This is for to align to the center, and then I click the other one as well to align to the center. If I want to align both to the left, it gets, I ensure I select both, and then this is the alignment to align both to the left, and then I need to ensure it snaps to the grid 70 pixel margin to the wall again. So that's for the alignments too. So let's go on. So I click on I draw a rectangle, I align to the top left, and then I ensure the width is 1440. That's the width of our frame. You get, that's the width of our frame that we're designing for. Or the height of the rectangle, that's up to you to decide as you deem fit. So once we are done with that, we need to ensure, okay, it has a logo. So for the logo, you need to bring the logo. Let me just use a placeholder for the logo for now. Let me change the color. To change the color, you select it, and then let me just use this placeholder first, and then ensure it snaps for the logo. And then for the text, I have home, travel packages, about us, contact us, blog, and then login and register. These two are buttons. So I click on C, my keyboard, or I click on this C here to look at the text. Once I click on it, and then I click on the workspace. So I have home. So once I type home there, I can change the size to 18. Or let me change it to 20 so you guys can see well. So let me change.
Fresh air.
Okay. Kindly mute your mic. Who is that? Who is that one? Mute your mic, please. Thank you. Wow, that must have been a mistake. So that's the home for the text. So once you are done typing that, to duplicate it, you can, I believe we showed you guys, you can click on the text and then right click, and then I believe there should be duplicates here. There's no duplicates. If there's no duplicates, you can click on copy, and then you can paste back this here. So that's how to duplicate. But then the shortest way to duplicate is just to press Control. Either you press Control D, I believe we showed you Control D, or you select the element and then you hold down your Alt on your keyboard, and then you drag. So that's the easiest way or the quickest way to duplicate. So once you're done duplicating, you can then change the text, travel packages, and then press escape to click out when you are done. And let's duplicate this again. About us. We are done with that. What do we have again? Contacts us, and then after the contact us, we have the blog. So once you are done, you can select everything together. And remember what I told you about alignments. You need to align both together, both horizontally and vertically. So to align them horizontally and vertically, where do I go? Can somebody help me? I need to align this element. I need to ensure they align together. I need to ensure that the space in between them is together. Where do I go? Can somebody help me?
Yeah.
Let's align them.
You use
Where do I
Shift
go,
A.
please? Shift A. Wow. What will Shift A do?
Shift A
Oh
will
no, no.
that is what we call I have forgotten that it's auto layout, Abi.
Auto
Yeah, thank you
layout,
very
yeah.
much. Yeah, that's auto layouts. I wouldn't want to talk about. I wouldn't want us to use auto layouts for now. So let's remove the auto layouts. You get. I know auto layouts. I use auto layout a lot. But then let's align together. To align these elements together, uh, we need to align them vertically. You get, to align them vertically, we need to ensure they're on the same plane. Click on this. Follow my keyboard. This icon here aligns them vertically, and then to ensure that the space in between them is the same thing, you need to select everything and then distribute horizontally. As you can see, it ensures the space in between them are the same thing. So once you've done that, then you can adjust the spacing by clicking on this section and then reducing or increasing it as you deem fit. I think 30 will be better. 30 is too small. Let's do 30, 36. So that's that for that. And then okay, let me group them together. To group them together, you guys will touch grouping. I want to group these guys together. I know I can use auto layouts to group them together, but then don't let us talk about auto layout for now. You get, let's just do the normal. How do I group this element, this text together? Can anybody help me? Quickly, please.
Control G.
Thank you very much. Control G will simply group elements together, and together you will see it there. You'll see it here on the layouts panel. Control G. So that's how you can easily group elements together. So let's go on. Let me copy this guy and bring it out, and then paste here. So I have login. Have login button to login, and then after login, I can duplicate this as well. I have register. Yeah, register. So this is a button. I need to put I need to design the buttons. How do I design this button? Button is also a combination of shapes, and then text. So I need to draw the shape. To draw the shape, I need to hit R or click on this rectangle here, and then draw. So let me give it a color. Which color should I give it? Let me give it a blue color. The color changes. Yeah, let me give it a blue color. And then I want to send it behind. I want the text. We have the register text. So to bring the register text up, you can easily come to the layers panel here and then bring it up. And another way to do that is to hold down Control, and then, or let's send this on backward. Hold down Control and then your angle brackets on your keyboard. I hope you guys know what the angle bracket is. So that's how you send that one behind. And then if it's just use the angle brackets, it will either send your angle bracket in, will send the top elements behind, while the angle bracket close will send the elements up. You get, okay, let's assume this rectangle here, and then I click on the angle brackets close, it will send it up. But then when I click on the angle brackets open, it sends this behind. So that's how you can easily do that. So let's align this guy. These guys. Let's change the color text. Figma, when you're using Figma and then you select two elements at the same time, you see the different colors of the elements. So let's change this to white. I said white. Okay, I change this to white. That's the text I did. Why did it change to white? I know that the initial color of the text is black, while for the rectangle is blue. So to change the text color to white, I can just press the code. Or if you don't know the code, you can easily open the color two, and then select your column. So we are done with that. So let's group this together, and then let's align them as well. Let's align them together, and then let's add space. Let's just text. Let's just add more space, and then let's ensure it's now 70 pixel, and then let's align them to this one, and then the logo. Let's align them together, and then let's add space. Let's distribute them. So I think this space, okay, no, these guys should be together. Login done wrong. Let's just ensure the login is close to the register. They should be grouped together. Control G. Let us assume that we are using Control G for grouping for now, because we are just starting. You get, so let's align them to the top section, the topmost section of the design. Let's just ensure they are the middle. So 16 pixel, 30 pixels margin, and then 16 pixel to the background here. Sometimes when you are designing, your grid system might be confusing you, or might not be. You might just need to turn it down more. You get, so that you can see your design well. You might just need to turn your grid system down a little more. So the next thing is let's just go back. I do element. If I have a text and then I need to create another text, I don't go to C or A. I just pick a text. I just duplicate the text, and then design. So about and board design. That's the arrow text. Remember, I said we are designing for the about section of the website. So about and board. Let's assume it's a travel website. So for the size, let's change the size to 60. Let's make it bigger, and then let's align to the middle. And then of course you need a background image there. To draw the background image, you draw a rectangle, ensure the size is 1440, and then align to the center. So let's group this whole element together first. So Control G to group all of these guys together, and then let's bring this one. I mean, it's 86. So then let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just ensure that it starts where that one stops, and then the height. Let's ensure that the height is 500. So to send this one to the background, I say you hold down Control on your keyboard, and then press the angle bracket or the curly bracket on your keyboard. Another way is to right click, and then you see send back. You get send back to send it behind. So let's bring this text up, and then what is this text lights? I think it's the grid system that makes it lights. What's happening here? Yeah. This text is light. I was wondering, it shouldn't be light because I was using 000. Is dark. Can somebody tell me where the issue is? This text is light. It shouldn't be light. 000 is dark. 000 is black. Can somebody tell me where the issue is? Pick anybody.
Sir, I think it's the pass through.
The pass through. Thank you very much. I just saw it's 9. It shouldn't be. The pass through is 30, so it should be 100. You get. That's the opacity. It should not. In short, it shouldn't be pass through. It should be normal. You get. It should be normal. It shouldn't be pass through. It should be normal. So I was wondering why. So we need to. So thank you very much. Sorry, I am not on the GNC because I'm just on the Workspace. So I can't. I wouldn't know your name. So thank you very much for that. So 129. Okay, that's so we need an image. So how do we add image? There are different ways we can add image to our designs. Okay, let me go to Okay, one of the ways is to use plugins, or if you have the image, on your desktop, you have the image in your file, you can import the image. And then I said to import the image, you can easily just select the rectangle and then change the field to image here, and then you can easily add your image. You get once you can then choose file. I don't think I have images on my desktop here. I don't think I have any image here. Which image is this? Okay, I don't think I can use any of this image. So that's one way to add image. And then the other way is to use plugins. So to use plugins to add images to your designs, there are different plugins that you can use to add images to your design. Just ensure you've selected the rectangle that you draw, and then go to this resources icon here. Click on the resources icon, and then you'll see components, you see plugins, and then you see widgets. So let's go to plugin for now. And then there are different plugins that you can use to add images to your design. Unsplash, we have Unsplash, we have FreePic. You'll be using a lot of plugins in your design. So let's just start from I think I like FreePic compared to Unsearch. FreePic compared to Unsplash rather. So FreePic. Damn, I think this is my network. Plugins, FreePic. Okay, and this one is slow. This is a confirmation that my network is slow. Oh, come up, FreePic. And then you can go to the website as well to get the image. Why is FreePic on? Yeah, so this FreePic plugin is also just click on. You have different plugins for different things. We'll get to plugins. Anyone that will be using here, I will show you how to use it. But then the main thing is just to go to the resources, click on the resources, and then click on plugins to bring out the plugins. And then why is my plugin not loading? Okay, this is a confirmation. My network is slow. Okay, finally is on. So then you can. So since this is a travel and tour website, let's just search for adventure. The main thing is we want to add image here, so let's just search for adventure. Maybe we can get. No, I'm not getting the image that I want. Let me do tourist destination, or let me do tour. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, let's use this. Let's use this. So to use this image here on this design, we decided that we want to use image. Ensure the rectangle is selected and then click on the image. And one thing you should take note is the image is also in landscape, it's not in portraits. So that's another thing that you need to take note of. So once you click on the image to add to your design, so that's one of the ways you can add image to your design. Another way is can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Clearly, sir.
Okay, yeah. Another way you can add image to your website, to your design is, let me share my whole screen. So from the website, let me share my whole screen. My whole windows is dead. Let me share my whole window. Entire screen. Okay, so another way you can add image to your website. Let's go to free pick here as well. Let me hide this. Yeah, there are different websites that offers images that you can add to your websites, to your designs. I believe you guys should know that. So I think I like. This guy looks like a sad guy. Wow. Go to the websites. Ensure is, unless you want to pay for the image, click on free to get free images, and then the orientation as well. I need horizontal because it's not a square image, and then it's not a portrait. What's this? Tourist destination. What is that? I'm not logging in. Destination. Okay. Okay, I think. Okay, I think I like this one. So you can just go here, click on the image. And then wait for the image to load. So let's go to Figma. Let's undo this. Let's remove the image that we have added. So to add image directly from the website, load. You can either download the image to your device, that's a computer, or you can just click on the image, copy the image, and then go back to your design, select the rectangle, and then paste. So you can see it pastes directly into the rectangle. So that's another way to add image to your design. And then, like I said, you can upload the image directly from here. We can choose file here. I don't think I have any image that I can upload from my device. So that's another way to add image to your designs. So after you added image, let me add an overlay. So let me add an overlay to the image so the text can show better. Let me change the text to bold, align to the middle. I think, yeah, 60, 65, maybe 65 will be better. And then let me add an overlay so the text can show better. Just add another layer on top, and then increase the opacity a little. So if I increase the opacity a little, I can change the text. I don't think this is a better. Okay, yeah, this is better. I can change the text to white, and then so maybe we have a subheading as well. It should be like 24 or 20 subheading for the hero section, something. So I don't know what to put now. I can just go to another plugin to add subheading. Another another Gabriel, you don't need that. Another plugin to add subheading to design. Of course, everybody knows Lorem Ipsum. Just to add dummy text to designs, it gets so let's just add a sentence. Oh, let's add a paragraph. Is short. Oh, let's add a sentence. How many text? Let's use this, and then auto close. Ensure the text is selected, and then click on add. So it will give you a dummy text. I think this is too much. Let me cut it. I believe that's too much. And then Let me make it smaller. Shouldn't be. Let me reduce the width it gets. So let's align to the middle, and then the line height up to 24 times. I believe I'll show you this later at one point. So just to add it to it. So let's just assume that's the subheading for now. You can always make our designs better. So let's move on. We have spent a lot of time on the hero section there. Of course, depending on how finished you want your designs to be, you always spend time designing well. So let me just hide some parts of this, and then we need this section. I hope you guys can see my screen. We need to design this
Yes,
section.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
to design, yeah, thank you very much. So to design this section, we have another image here, and then we have a text, a heading, and then some the body text here. So quickly, I will not waste time. Okay. You draw your rectangle, and then I need my grid system back. So I need to turn on the grid system. This grid system 70. The space 120. 120 should be enough. Move it up to 2, and then the text as well. I need both the heading and the subheading. So I select both because I want to duplicate. To duplicate it, I hold down my Alt. So once you hold down your Alt, the arrow key changes to 2. That means it can then duplicate. So just drag. So I duplicate here, and then it's white. So let me change the color back to black, and then let me align both together here. And I think I need to make the image bigger. Let me bring this guy down a little bit. I need to make the image bigger. And then this text should be smaller. I think 40, from 35 to 40. The alignment should be to the left. And then for the text as well, the alignment should be to the left. And then we want to make this text bigger. Okay, so that's where you're going to start from here. And then you align. So that's how you add that part. So I need the top section to align with the image as well. Maybe it can be done a little. So 20 pixels down, and then the space in between. When you are designing, you need to take note of something very important. This number where the element is standing both on the horizontal and the y-axis, you need to ensure that the numbers are whole numbers. Any decimal points, remove the decimal points. You get, once you see any decimal points, remove the decimal points. It's not good for your designs. You get, so that's how you had the width as well. The width of the any whole number. So it should be 640 for the width. The height as well, 350 for the height. So I said I need. So what is our story? So you can just easily change this to our story, and then you don't have the final content, so you'll be using a lot of lorem ipsum when you don't have the final content. Just to add dummy text to your designs. You get that is too small. What did I do? I think I choose one. A paragraph should do. You get, so let's just assume that. Then let's just assume that, by the way, I need 2 paragraphs here. One paragraph is, so that's how you, so let's assume that is that part, and then we need to add image here as well. Like I said, so add image, just go to, let me show you another plugin to add image to your design. Another plugin I used FreePic the other time. Let's use Unsplash. That would, you can get images as well from there. Plugin. I need a plugin to open. Load. On Splash. And then once you have a plugin that you use regularly, you can easily bookmark the plugin to your design. My Splash is gone. Come back, Charlie. So you can easily bookmark the plugin to your design. Like as you can see, on Splash has been removed uh from my Figma account. So how do I do that again? There's on Splash. Okay, to add, okay, I think these are plugins that I have on my, these are plugins that I have. So if I zoom in for you now that is all starting, you wouldn't have any plugins on your design. I have plugins on my designs already that I've saved. So for you that don't have plugins that have been saved, how to add new plugin, just go to, as you say, browse more in the community. The plugins might not be showing. Let me search. I think it should show here on Splash. Come back. If you know the plugin name, okay, yeah, this is it. It should show. Come back. So this is it. Yeah, from community. You get, but then to get more from the community, you can decide to browse the community. But then if you know the plugin by name, you can just click on the plugin, and then if it's the plugin that you like, and then you know that you will use more often, you can just save it to your account. So that's how to save the plugin to your account, and then you can easily get the plugin. So let's run on Splash. Let us use on Splash. How many minutes do I have more? I think I have less than 30 minutes, right? I need to move fast because I will need to.
You've exhausted your time.
I've exhausted my time. No, is it 30 minutes? Is it 30 minutes?
The class is 1 hour.
Is it 1 hour 30 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, it's 1 hour 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody else has been using 2 hours. How is my 1 hour 30 minutes?
I'm sorry.
Gabriel, you guys have been using 2 hours.
Let me ask a question. Should we stop by 6 o'clock?
Should we stop by 6 o'clock?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just rush it through.
Okay, don't rush. Stop by 6 o'clock. They want to stop by 6 o'clock.
We still need to go to mobile. I need to show them some things on mobile.
You can take your time, sir. Stop by 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I have less than 30 minutes. So let's assume this is the image that I want to use. So just click on, ensure the shape is selected, and then click on the image. So it automatically adds to the design. I need to move fast. I don't have much time again. And then let me close this down a little. I'm just cropping out the parts that I don't need from the image there. Let me hide on Splash for now. Let me close on Splash. So what is the next part? Embed travel in gallery. That's an image gallery that we want to add to that part of the design. So let's just duplicate this. Duplicating. Let's just duplicate by holding down your alternate AWALT and then drag. So embed travels in gallery. So we want to add a simple gallery to the design. So how do we do that? You can easily let me draw shape instead of duplicating that image. There's this pattern here, so we'll be following that pattern. We have a corner radius. Did I show you how to add corner radius to your image? To add corner radius, I'm using a corner radius of 10 here. So let me just maintain that. That's just this is the corner radius. Just a little curve. We don't want the edge to be sharp. You get, that's how you add corner radius to your image. And then show it's 70 pixel. So 10. So the gallery design is like this. And then this should be like this. and then I have two more. It should be like this, and then I duplicate that as well. And once I'm done, 70 70, and then I can just well, let me group this together first. I can just select everything and then I distribute. I want the space between them to be the same. So 37, 37. And then I can just easily align these guys together. Top and bottom. I need them to be, or maybe I don't want them to be the same size. So let me align them to the bottom together. And I hope it's aligned to the top together as well. Yes, but then to today finish work, you need to ensure that they are all aligned properly. Let me do this. 20 pixels. I know we're using 20 pixels for the gutter, right? So let's just maintain that for the spacing as well. So 20 pixels, I've been saying 20 pixels for the gutter. So this one should be 20 pixels as well. 40. So let's just add 20 pixels more to the height. So to add, I can just add plus 20. So it has added behind to the below. So I can just move it up. So that's that too. And then just know that these ones are images as well. Let me just quickly use on Splash and then add different images. So nature. I think we use nature. Let's just add different images there because it's a gallery. It's a gallery. So but then you need to prepare your image before moving to your mockup. You need to decide the type of images that you'll be using, getting it to collect your artifacts. So that's how you add image to your designs. You can either copy directly from the website or you go to use plugins to add images to your websites. So let's just assume these are the images that we want to use for our design as well. And then you can even decide which part of the image shows as well. Click on the image and then click on crop. Yeah. So when you click on crop, you can decide which part of the image will show. Yes. I can even make it bigger. So that's how you do. That's how you work with images in your design. So let's move these guys up to maybe 30 pixels. Remember what I said about spacing in elements that we use in design. So this white space, sometimes we call it negative white space. They are very important. You don't want your designs to choke too much. You need to ensure that there are enough spaces in your designs. So once we are done with that, we move to the next section. I think this is the second to the last section. I have a form to design there as well. So contact us. So for the contact us, of course, let's duplicate this guy. Let's duplicate this guy. Okay. And then I'm using 120. I hope you remember. For the space between sections, I'm using 120 pixels. Contact us. Contact us. Maybe us for the text. And of course, remember I said you can change the text. Let's assume we want the heading, the text for the heading to be blue. Let's just use a blue in our design so we can easily change the text heading to blue. Why would you for the body, let's just use black. That's how you change the text heading. So you have a body here as well. According to in wireframes, if you want to quickly indicate that a section is text, just use line for your paper wireframe. You don't need to start writing text, just use a line. So you know that parts, those pattern text. So there is also assume. And remember, we are using dummy text. We don't have the final um, content yet. That's why we use dummy text. Uh, 24. Let's just maintain the 24 that we are using. Okay, so let's just maintain the 24 that we are using. And what else? Yeah, icons to add icons. We have contact us, another heading, but this one should be smaller, maybe 24, and then let's make it medium. So colors for us, and then we have a phone number below it. Let's make this 16. So let's just put a dummy phone number plus 234 000 987 blah blah blah. For the number, let's change the color to black. 000 for the black. I think that's all. And then the space between them, you get select both element, and then the space between them, you can easily change the space between them here. Or let's change it to 10. Why is that changing the opacity? And then let's duplicate this guy because we want to do the same thing for the email as well. Or say hi for the email. Say hi. So I believe it should be info, just dummy email, info at board travels.com. Let's just assume this is the email for embed design. So we need to add the icons to. So to add icons to our design, we need to add a phone icon to our design, and then we need to add an email icon. So to add icons, we use plugins as well. We use another plugin. Remember, to use a plugin to open your plugin section, you need to go to resources here and then go to plugins. So to add plugins to your design, there are different plugins that we use for designs as well. I think I use Iconify. What I mean saying, to add icons to your designs, we have different plugins to add icons to your designs. For there's material design icon, there's symbol. There are different type of plugins that you can use to add icons. But most times I use Iconify. But then there are a lot of them. There are a lot of plugins that you can use to add icons to your design. Where is my Iconify? Here's my saver. Where are my saved icons? I was sleeping before. Iconify. So that's how you open the plugin. Let me wait for it to load. I believe it's there. Iconify. Okay, that's it up there. So you just click on the plugin. Remember, if you have a plugin that you use repeatedly, just save it to your account. You will easily see it there in your account. So the plugin will come up. The plugin will open Iconify. And then I need a phone icon. So I just type a phone. Here, you just search for a phone. And then it brings in the phone icon. And then you decide which of the phone icon you want to use. So once you decide, you click on the icon, you select the icon, and then you can easily import to your design. Let me see if I can get that here. So you can change the color as well, but I'm not changing the color here. You can easily import. So once you import to your design, you'll see that it has been imported. Well, you can see it here. We'll fix that. Let's add the second icon, email. Icon. I think I choose a fill icon. and then import as well. Don't replace, just import. And then to look for the icon, we added the icon, but then we can't see it on our design. Most likely it will be on the top section of the design. Okay, now as you can see, this is here. Did I not choose email? Why is it choose? Why did it bring a phone icon? Just drag it down here and then bring it, and you can make it bigger. It gets to make it bigger, select the icon and then come to the toolbar section. Lock the icon first. You need to lock it. So once you lock it, you can then change either the width or the height. Once you change the width or the height, it will change for both parts. Let's make it maybe bigger, 60. It gets, so that's for the phone icon. To colors, and then we can change the color as well to blue. The blue that we have, I believe that's a fill color. I'm changing the fill color. Selection color. So I can change this, change the selection color to blue, and this one should be email, not phone. So let's duplicate this guy here, and let's go to Iconify again, and email icon, and then imports. So once it's imported, can you just, if you can see it immediately, just double click on the icon here on the layers panel to open up the icon wherever the icon is, and then you can Control X it to cut. Remember, we are not copying now. You want to cut it and then paste it here, or you can paste to replace it here, and then we are using 60. We lock and then change it to 60, and then the color as well, change the color. So we need to align these guys. To align these guys, group them together with Control G, and then you can easily align them together now, and then ensure it's 70 pixel, and then you can do the same thing here. Control G to group these two together first, and then you can then align and then bring it 70 pixel as well. And then the spacing, you can reduce the space to maybe 30. Should be enough. 30 as well. So that is that. Let me quickly design the form field. I believe I have less than 10 minutes, so I'll be running very fast for the form field. I need a background first for the form section. I need to align it 120, yeah, 120 to the top. So 120, this 126. So let me give the corner radius of 10. I'll be using 10, and then the color, let me turn off my grid. The color, let me use a lighter white. Okay, it's not showing now. FC. Don't worry about colors now. Selection of colors now. We'll talk about that later as you are designing. Easily. White is there, I believe. And then I want to design this form field, this form here. So how do I design the form? Let me bring the image up. So how do I design the form? The form has a first name, last name, the different input field, email, subjects. So let's just quickly do that. Text, first name. I believe there's space there. Should be like 16 or 20, and it should be regular. Medium, first name. So we need to design input field as well. So for the input field, if you want to design the input field is just a rectangle. You get your input field is just a rectangle, and then you add a stroke to it, either inside or outside, and then just make the stroke lighter. You don't need to make it a darker gray. You get that's the color of the stroke. And let's remove the fill. Again, let's remove the fill. And then one issue is once you remove the fill in a rectangle, you will not be able to select it from here. Okay, I think it's selected. Okay, it selects. I think that we changed that already. Or they worked on that. So let's change the corner radius to 8. It's, I believe, let's just make it lighter. So let's just assume this is our input field for first name. Yeah, like I said, have you seen? It's not selecting. It's selecting the image below. I just want to select the input field. Let me change the space in between both. So maybe 10. Not 10. I believe 10 is good. And let me move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 40 pixels, and 1, 2, 20, 50 pixels. That's the padding or the margin to the wall. So let me group it together first. Ctrl G to group together, and then let me duplicate. It gets, and then let me align them. I just want it to be at the middle. I don't want to waste time on that again. 26, 28, 27, 27. Okay, yeah, that's fine now. So to change this last name, I'm done with that. I believe I have email. So I believe I can extend this for email. That's one of the usefulness of using group instead of frame. You can also group together with frame. So after email, subjects, and then after subjects, I believe we have message. And then after message, you have the submit button down there. So let me just extend this, and the space in between these guys
Done.
smaller. And then we have the submit button, and of course your submit button. Let me extend the submit button. And then text, I need the text which says is submit or send message. Send message. And then let me align them together. Let me make it 22. The height of the button 66. This is big. Let me just leave that at 66. 10 for the corner radius, and then let me align, shows align, and then let me group. And then once I group, let me change the background to blue. We have been using blue, let us maintain it, and then the text color to white. You get, so we have this. Let me group these guys together, Ctrl G. Let me group these guys together as well, Ctrl G. And then what we can do is bring these guys down a little bit, and then let's change the line height. Okay. Let me use my grid system. Okay. It gets select everything instead of starting from 70. Let's use the next part. Let's just start from here. And then these guys, we can group these guys together as well. How many spaces do I have to the bottom? 1, 2, 3. It gets That's just that about that, and then we can group these guys together with Control G as well. There are additional things, but I don't want to go there for now. And then I believe is remaining the footer section. The footer section is okay. I have the wow. This is 6 already. I wouldn't want to take more of your time. Yes. I just have this newsletter section and then the footer section. But then the thing is basically it's the same thing that we'll be doing. We'll just be adding shapes, text, icons, images. Those are all that we'll be doing. Yeah, 2 hours, 10 minutes. Thank you. I saw that, Gabriel. So that's basically what we'll be doing in design. We'll be adding shapes. Those are the basic elements that we'll use in design. We'll be adding shapes, text, icons, images. That's all. It's just your arrangement of those elements, and then the white spacing that you put in between them that will make your designs stand out. It gets, and then knowing how to use your design tools. Those are the major things. I hope you guys get. Does anybody have any question? I wouldn't want to take much of your time again. Please let us sign up. Does anybody have any question?
Please let's ask question. You should. I believe there should be enough questions. If you are actually a beginner, you should be asking question by now. Please let's
Do you
ask
have
questions.
questions? Please ask your questions because when we give assignments, can you please read it? I'm not on GT. I'm on.
Yeah, you
So
can
I
come up.
wouldn't.
Come up and speak.
Yeah. You can also come up and speak as well. Do you have questions? Please ask your question. Let's hear your voice. Do we have any question?
Genusoft, I think you can. You're raising up your hand. You can unmute your mic and speak, please.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our tutor and everyone, my colleagues. I have some questions. Basically, there are 2 questions. So the first one is regarding the grid system. I want to know, is there a standard system we can use? For example, if we're working with 8-point grid system, is there a standard grid system we can use? Because I saw that you kind of edited the grid system based on the project, based on what we're designing. So I want to know, is there a particular norm, like each time we're working on a project, is there a particular numbers grid system in terms of columns, gutter, margins, and the rest that we can use? Then secondly, based on what I know, if we're using 8-point grid system, I think most of our icons and most of our elements, UI elements should, will I say, be divisible by 8. But I saw that there are some elements you use that we use the random figure. So these are my questions, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. When it comes to grid system, and then with designs, there are no standard grid system that you use. You get the grid system is just a guide that you use in your designs. So there are no standard. There are different type of grid system. Some people use the 8 column, and some people use the 12-column grid system. Why? Even for the 12-column grid system, the margins, for some people the margins, I'm using 70 for the margins here. For some people they use 120 for the margins instead of 70. So it just depends on how much spacing you want to add on the site. Depends on the kind of websites that you are designing. Okay, for this website now, this is a travel and tour website. It does not have much text or much information, so we can easily I'm using 70 for the margin here. I can use 120 for the margin. on either side because I don't have much information on the website. Now compare it to where I need to design an e-commerce website. It gets, e-commerce website has a lot of information, a lot of products. And then for the e-commerce websites, they don't use 120. In short, I believe they use less than 70 for the e-commerce websites. It gets, so it just the decision for the grid system that you use depends on you, the kind of projects that you want to decide, design. And then when it comes to let me change this to 12 back. Let me change the margin to 70 back. And then when it comes to elements, we're talking about the elements and then the size of the elements. One thing I use is, the thing is, of course, the main thing is just to ensure it snaps to the grid. Like this one now, it snaps to, let me make it clearer, or let me make it more visible. Let me use 15. As you can see, it snaps to a column. It's not as if I'm leaving it randomly on one side. It gets, this one does not snap to any part. So you get, the main thing is just to ensure that it snaps to a part of the column. You get just a way of dividing your pages. Of course, yeah, I believe he said you would have thought I would do 12 grids, and then 12 can easily be divided into 3. Divided by 3 to get 40. And then the main thing is just up to you. Like now, if I want to follow the grid system in total, and I said, oh, okay, I'm using a 12 column grid, and then for the 12 column grid, I want to follow it mathematically, that the image must be divided by 3 to get a 4, like assume I'm using 4, you get, it wouldn't make much sense. Why? Because I will want the image to, okay, I did not even account for the gutter here, but the main thing is I wouldn't follow it mathematically. Why? Because I will want the image to align well with my text here. It's not just about the image or about following the grid system. The grid system is just a guide for you to follow. You get, so when you're using the grid system, it's not as if turn it into a mathematics that okay, for the text now, the text I need to divide it by a particular number. The main thing is just for you to use it as a guide, and then ensure that it snaps to a particular.
Recording is on.
But the main thing is to ensure fits well with your design. I hope you get that. The main thing is just to ensure that the element, either the image or the text, they fit well, they look well in your design.
Recording has stopped.
So you don't need to, if you want to divide it mathematically, of course, if you're designing an e-commerce website, and then for some sections you need to ensure that they are a particular width. Basically, they are a particular width. Of course, you can divide it mathematically, but then for other websites, you don't need to divide it to get a particular figure. There's no standard. There's no standard in designs. There are only guides that you can use. I hope you get that. Who asked that question?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
stuff. There are no standard. You just use them as guides. You get.
Okay.
So any other question?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other question? Guys, ask questions. So we're giving you assignment. So let me show my Figma workspace.
Do we have
question?
any question?
So this is what we just designed now.
Please, can you remove your grid?
Yeah, let me remove my grid. Let me hide it. So to preview it, to preview it, just click on the artboard. Let me check the prototype settings to see if I have device. I don't really need device for desktop. So to preview your design, I can easily share with you, and then I can preview it as well. So to preview, just click on play, and then the preview will open. Please ask your question if you have any question. Any question? So this is it. Yeah, the image is still loading. Of course, you have our logo here, and then this is the realm section. Right. Okay, I think I did something. Any question, please? Fit to it. Okay. Any question? Ask your question, please. So this is what you just did now. This is the form feed. And then this is where I am. Any question, please? So these are how to preview your designs.
I don't think they have any question.
Okay, so
Shino,
what will be the assignment for this week, Gabriel?
Okay,
Mujib online.
Chinelo want to speak. Chinelo, can you come up?
Okay, Chinelo. Sorry, the recording is available for some of us.
I asked the question on the chat, this thing, but my question is, all the design, like I know that app or website used to have like slide or something, but is all your design going to be on one particular canvas, something like that, or it has to have maybe another canvas for another design or something like that? I don't know if you understand me.
For a particular project, all my design will be on the same canvas. Okay, I've designed the about us section. I need to design the home section. I need to change the name to home. And then I delete everything here.
Okay, Henry.
Yeah.
Can I speak on that?
I delete everything here. Yeah, you can go ahead, Gabriel.
Okay, Chinelo,
and then I start designing.
Yeah, when you're talking about all particular your design on one canvas, if you are working in a team, you can actually, everybody has, like what Henry said concerning when he was talking about that grid and all of that. Design is about your discretion. First, there are guidelines, but aside guidelines, it's about you bringing your creativity. So, in terms of canvas and if all your design can be in one canvas, if you are working in a team, your design lead can have a system of structuring your canvas or the workspace into pages just for simple navigation of the on the workspace. You understand? So, if for example, you are working with a team of, let's say, 15 persons, and a lot of people are doing different things. You have a researcher, you have somebody collating the research and all of that. You have somebody doing the wireframing and somebody doing another aspect. They can actually put the design in different pages, and each person can actually go to different pages and say, okay, this page one is for research, page two is for wireframe, page three is for prototype. So just to make your work easy.
To understand what he's saying by pages, like this workspace now, as you can see, we have different pages. I have the first page here is overview. So we can have research on this part. Some people, if we are collaborating, some people might be working here that has research, and then the next page we might have the user flow. It gets, and then the next page, it's just about adding pages, and then here can be for the wireframes. It gets. But then everything is still for a particular project. Everything should be on the same canvas or on the same workspace. That's just the main thing. And then that's one advantage that Figma has over XD. I don't think XD has this feature to add pages to your designs. I hope you got that.
Okay, I think it's time now. Is up. Your assignment will be dropping on Sunday, and truth be told, we actually structured the learning experience and the curriculum is so you can start designing from the initial week. This is the first week, and we've actually brought up a design that you can actually, just do an assignment. You might not actually get, for those absolute beginner, you might not grasp everything, but go back to the video, watch it all over again. Even if it will take you 2 to 3 times, try and go through it again. As we are going, there are certain principles we are bringing in terms of your color, in terms of a test, in terms of a lot of stuff. So this design is just for you to kickstart. You get, so as we proceed, we're going to talk about principle of color, principle of type, grid, and everything. So before the end of the bootcamp, before you even get to the end of the bootcamp, you started designing yourself. So just know that your first assignment is not about you writing anything for us or you typing. Your first assignment is you designing. So we might even come and tell you design an hero section. We might tell you to design a footer section. We might tell you to design, a form or about us and everything. So just keep attending the classes. And on Sunday, there's another class tomorrow. After that class tomorrow, your assignment will be dropping on your Google Classroom. So thank you so much.
Yeah. For the Google Classroom, what's up with the Google Classroom program?
Pardon?
I hope they all know how to use Google Classroom.
Yeah,
When are we showing them that?
okay. For that, I will drop a video, a 10 minutes video on how to navigate the Google Classroom. Somebody want to speak? Move. Sorry, my roof also.
Yeah, I was actually about asking about the Google Classroom, but thank God we talked about it now. Because I checked it, I see that a link was sent to my mail and I joined yesterday and I saw 4 other members in my own group. So I wanted to ask that have we been grouped or how to use it? But since you said we'll have a video on that.
Yeah, a 10 minutes video on how you walk through it will be sent to you before the end of tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
All right. Peter, yeah, this when you're going through the recording, the screen is always clear, so you can actually, even if you can actually zoom your video or landscape while watching the recorded version. Peter,
Any other question?
That's the spirit, Peter.
Any other question before we call it a day? I have one question. Okay, that's done on that. Okay, I believe that's all from me for now. I'm supposed to, but then it's just the same concept that you use for your when you're designing for your mobile screen. Just make things smaller, and then the sizes. I will drop guides. This class is just an introduction to Figma and then how to use Figma to do all these things. It's not like introduction to UI elements or how to component of UI designs and all that, like patterns of UI design. It's just us introducing you guys to Figma because we want you to start designing from the beginning of the bootcamp. But then I believe from next week we'll move to the main thing. What are the things that you need to know as a product designer? But then we want you to start using Figma. We want you to start practicing your UI designs now from the beginning till the end of the bootcamp, while we teach you some other concepts of product designs. I'm having issue with the measurements. What issue are we having with the measurements? Yeah, you're welcome, James. What issue are you having with the measurements? Tell me. Can you speak?
Yeah, sorry. I mean, when you're measuring your images.
Yeah, like I said, with the for the measurement of the image, one thing is use your grid as guide. You get use your grid as guide. This is a 12 column grid. You get just use your grid as guide. You can make your image bigger or smaller, but the main thing is how does it fit to your design, to that section. You get, if I want to follow measurement and I say I want to divide this by 4, I want this image to be 4, and then I want this text as well to be 4. You get, how does it fit into my design? That's the main thing. You get, that's what I'll be looking at. How does it fit into my design? You get, have you seen? Doesn't really look that cool. You get, so that's the main thing when it comes to measurements. How does it fit? How does the element, how does the text, how does your paragraph fit into your designs? Yeah, that's what you should be looking at when it comes to measurements. You can make it bigger or you can make it smaller, but the main thing is, does it look good on the screen? Hope you got that. There are no
Yes, thank you.
standards for there are no standards for design. It's just your inspiration and then how good you can place elements. Like I said in layout, layout is just the placement of elements on the workspace. That's what layout is all about. How well can you place elements on the workspace to ensure that our users have good experience while using your products? That's what layout is all about. You get, any other question before we call it a day? Yeah, thanks very much, Jim. Any other question? Yeah, Ridwan, thank you. Yeah, I believe we can call it a day. Gabriel, thank you very much. I believe we can stop you guys.
Thank you, guys. Henry.
Yeah.
Are we sharing? You will share. Can you share your?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just share this. Although
link.
that should be on. Let me share the link. That's true.
So can you do it editable or you just do it view?
No, view.
View.
If they want to edit, they should duplicate if they want to edit.
Okay.
So if you want to edit this particular design, you just once you go there, just click on duplicate. It gets, once you open the design, you go to the top section where you have the name and then click on the drop down. You will see duplicate. You can easily duplicate. Once you duplicate to your draft, you can edit it. I shouldn't be editing my design. So let me drop the link. I believe we'll drop the link on Slack as well in the resources section. But let me drop it in chat here. I'll drop it on the resources section on Slack as well. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. See you in the next class.
Thank you, guys. Peter, you asked a question. Yes, you can actually work on Figma offline, but it will not save. So there's no point you working on Figma offline.
Once you work on once you are done working offline, is it that you connect periodically so that the changes you make can sync? You get, so that's one way to do it. You can work
Please, how
offline,
do
but
you
make sure you
save?
turn on. It's
No, it saves
automatic.
automatically.
Once you connect, it will save.
And
So once you connect,
if
it will just save.
okay, sorry.
Figma is cloud based. Any other question?
Sorry, sir. I have a suggestion. I have something.
Okay, yeah. Go on, Mujib.
So if
yeah, sure,
you're doing that, think you should have a warning. Do it at your risk because you might make mistake while designing and maybe you didn't know your mouse was on the exit icon and you just click on exit. You may or you may not lose what you've designed so far. So it's most times advisable to work online most times. So but if you can take the risk and then but once you turn on your data back it comes online, but it's mostly advisable to work online.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Henry.
What I do?
you have team of people on your workspace now.
I have team of people on my
You
workspace.
have people on your workspace now. They've connected on your Figma workspace.
Okay, yeah, sure. Now I'll send you this thing. So you just duplicate it, and then you can.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate. See you in class tomorrow. I think 3 to 5, right? I'll we'll send the login the link today, and you see all the details. See you in class tomorrow. Thank.
I'm not giving you edits approval. Just duplicate. Stop asking me for edits approval. Who is this, Michael? Let me deny it. There's no need to ask for edits approval. Just duplicate to your file. Once it duplicates, you get it, and then you can edit. Thank you, guys.
Now, FISAT, just duplicate. It's not about approval stuff. Duplicate. When you duplicate, it becomes a copy on your Figma workspace. Your canvas, you can be used at any time instead of working in the same space with him. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. See you in class tomorrow. Bye bye.
Okay, out of here.